I don't know about all the others, but I am super pumped. I don't know about Sheldon. I think you also super pumped, man. But what a match we've had. What a match we've had. I think the smile on my face says it all there. RCB get into their fourth final. Finally, after 2016 here in Mulanpur, they beat the Punjab Kings. In fact, not beat, they've actually thrashed Punjab here, hands down. One of the most one-sided playoff games that you'll ever see. It's taken a long time, but finally they are there. Hello and welcome to another episode on Boundary Line Podcast. My name is Dylan Pink. I've got Sheldon Doherty on the show with me, and it has been such an enthralling night here, and we are super happy, of course, as fans of the sport, fans of RCB, this wonderful team that has caused heartbreak for so many years. But it feels nice to finally see a team that has a sure shot of winning it this time around, the IPL title there, the TATA IPL 2025, and we'll be discussing all that and more in our podcast tonight. Before going ahead, requesting our viewers, please hit the like button, subscribe to our channel, and leave your comments in the comment section what you thought about tonight's game, guys. Absolutely brilliant there. Let's get straight into it. Sheldon, what did you think? Super happy, man, with the win there. RCB, one of the most one-sided games that you'd ever seen. Played like champions. Every department has been like, they've really played well in all three departments and completely outplaying the Punjab Kings tonight.
Dill, what did we witness? That was perfection, I'd say, from RCB. From ball one to the last ball, it was just perfect from them. I've watched this team since 2008, Dill. We've watched this team. I think that's the best performance I've seen from this RCB side. Given it's a knockout game, given, the pressure, it's a qualifier one. It's the biggest game RCB have played in since the 2016 final. And they turned up today, Dylan. Boy, oh boy, was it absolutely brilliant. It was boys against men. No disrespect to Punjab, but they got absolutely battered today. It was a no contest. It was as one-sided as it gets. And that was such a systematic hammering from this RCB side, Dylan. And as a fan, that was just insane to watch today.
Absolutely. Let's give our viewers here what happened tonight. So RCB won the toss. They put the Punjab Kings into bat, and they were all over them right from the first over there. Yash Dayal striking, and in the end, I think they didn't recover from that. 5 wickets in the power play there, and more often than not, you've seen teams when they're down that far in the power play, it's very tough to recover, especially in a crunch game like this, in a must-win game like this. And Punjab could only manage 101, but bear in mind they did something similar earlier in the league stage when they beat the Kolkata Knight Riders. They scored 110 there, mind you, and they managed to win there, but they were missing a few of their key players here tonight. But in the end, RCB just made a cakewalk out of it. I don't think so we have much points, to discuss about this, but they finished it in 10 overs there. Phil Salt absolutely killing it out of the park there, and played on a track that, assisted the bowlers a lot. And Rajat Patidar also hitting the winning runs in the end. And the big question, Sheldon, everybody, again, now I'm going to ask you that it all seems too familiar where this is heading, or no. 18th edition of the IPL for the man who's worn that 18 number jersey and played for one franchise for so many years, all his life. Is it finally happening? Yes or no is a question people are having on their mind. A lot of the viewers, a lot of the fans of the sport, a lot of the neutral fans also, I would say, are just rooting this time for RCB to win it, I feel, because I think they don't have a better shot at it than they ever had. We've seen in the past 2009, 2011, 2016, and even in the last few years, they've reached, the top three, top four, always there in the mix, but losing out in the eliminator. This time around, Sheldon, the bowling, I think, has made the difference. And I want to know your thoughts on it.
Till I think you're absolutely spot on. Till I think the bowling's been absolutely brilliant. From start to finish today, they were on point. Till Dayal, Bhuvi, and we'll talk about that man who came back later. Till, but I just want to start with Bhuvi and Dayal, I thought they were absolutely brilliant till with the new ball.
Yeah.
Early wickets, we always say that's key. They were absolutely superb till, and then if you're struggling against them, then comes that big man till Josh Hazlewood. What a lovely lad that guy is still. I mean, signing of the season, I think he's right up there till with signing of the season. What a
Yeah.
player! He makes such a difference. He just comes in, gets Shreyas Iyer, which I think is the main wicket. He's such a key player for Punjab. Till he breaks open that batting order as well. Till and RCB in the power play just absolutely brilliant. Game was over in the power play, in my opinion.
Yeah, the game was over in the power play, but let's discuss about Punjab, Sheldon, because the batting looked good. They have a really good team. Not saying that no offense to the team or anything like that, that they were really bad or anything like that. But I thought today the cracks just started to show. When the crunch game mattered the most. I don't know what happened. Was it like they went too hard at the start there? Because everyone seemed to just be wanting to go from ball number one, no assessing the pitch, no wanting to know that, what's a good score on this sort of a wicket there. In the end, in hindsight, of course, we can say all this, but, it didn't matter. But Punjab, you would say that, key wickets there, Shreyas Iyer, Marcus Stoinis, all these guys just not making an impact there. And you are right, Sheldon. Josh Hazlewood just been absolutely brilliant. And for the Punjab Kings, the highest score was just 26 there with Marcus Stoinis. So nobody got going. Priyan Sharia, Prab Simran, Josh English, Shreyas Iyer, Neil Vadera, none of them could just kickstart and go there. It just felt almost that the RCB bowlers were just landing the ball in the right place and just manifesting what that ball had to do, and it was just happening.
Yeah, Dylan, I think you made a good point as well when you mentioned that because when you look at Punjab, Dylan, we've praised them throughout the season, right? We've
Yeah.
praised them for the brand of cricket they play, that aggressive brand. They go hard from start to finish. Top order goes, middle order goes. They all try to hit. And today, you kind of saw the negatives of that in a way. Is that because the pitch was doing a bit as well, Dylan? And then you saw, them losing wickets and no one adapted to the pitch as well. So you just look at it and you feel like maybe Shreyas, I think I'll be harsh on him, Dil, because he's the captain. He sets the tone. Maybe he should have perhaps adapted better and probably given himself a chance. I think his wicket of Hazelwood Dill probably was the one dismissal where I'll criticize Punjab. The rest are youngsters, so I kind of understand the rash shots, but Shreyas Iyer is one guy I look at and think maybe he could have done better. Dill.
Yeah, a lot rested on his shoulders tonight when, the wickets were going down there. And I thought when he came out, he should have assessed the pitch there. But then Josh Hazlewood, just with the immaculate line and length that he bowled, Sheldon, was just so superb. Just getting the ball, to just move enough there and just take the edge off his bat. Sorry. There, but let's come to RCB's bowling because I thought in the past we've seen that the batting has done all the work even when they reached the finals in the past few editions or the top four in the past few editions. The batting has done most of the work there, but this year around you have different people putting up their hands, and we've been saying this time and again all throughout our podcast whenever RCB has played and they won. Different people putting up their hand tonight, and tonight it was a ninth instance of a different person saying, give me the ball, I'll get the job done. And this guy's been so underrated. Suyash Sharma, Sheldon, what a bowling performance here tonight. When it mattered the most, he just comes in, got hit in the last match really badly, but tonight he said, it's not going to be back to back. I'm going to show you all what I'm made of.
Yeah, Dil, and you're absolutely spot on with that, Dil. I mean, the fact that Putty does backed him as well, Putty does backed him throughout the season, Dil. Whether it
Yeah,
was that first game when KKR were absolutely going after him, but he gave him that extra over, Dil, against KKR,
yeah,
against Dre Russ, and he's repaid his faith, Dil. Even against Chennai at the Chinnaswamy, he bowled that key over there, Dil, which helped RCB.
yeah.
And today, Dil, he just feasted. He just feasted today on that Punjab middle order, Dil. He was absolutely unplayable. Brilliant. He could have taken more wickets, perhaps, still the way he was bowling. He was just different class today, and he's been a real find for RCB Dil this season.
Absolutely, you make a very good point there. Right from that first game, who can forget that first opener there when Treras, everyone were going after him there, but Rajat Patidar stuck with him. We'll get to the captain later on, but let's talk about the RCB's batting here tonight. Light work of it there, but that one over from Kyle Jamieson really sent shivers down.
Yeah.
I think the team, he got the ball to like move a lot there, got the key wicket of the king, and in the end, but Phil Salt, I think, is an absolute brilliant batsman, Sheldon. Especially in this format, he can show how devastating he can be. We've seen it last year when he played for Kolkata. You almost wondered Kolkata must be looking back now and after this match and watching, saying that why did we ever let this guy go? Because he's been one of the instrumental people, I think, in
Yeah.
this team there, along with Kohli at the top. They're setting the tone, even if he's getting 20s or whatever score he's getting there. He's quick fire. He's setting the tone right up there. And tonight he really lit up the first qualifier.
Yeah, Dylan, today he looked like he was batting on a different pitch from all the other
Oh
batters.
yeah.
He was just outstanding till the way he was attacking, whether it was pace, whether it was spin, and that is why RCB got him in, Dil, to play that type of innings at the top of the order. And I think he heard our last podcast, Dil, because you said you want more from Phil Salt. You said he can do more. He's getting those starts, but he's not capitalizing. And today he got that start. He got a 50. He was not out in the end as well and played a brilliant knock till he was just in the form of his life, and what a time for him to deliver as well in the qualifier one. Obviously the score wasn't that big, considering he was not under so much pressure. But yeah, the way he came out, the way he played on that pitch, I thought was absolutely brilliant. And that really sums up the way RCB have gone about it this season, where everyone sticks to a plan, and Salt's batted that way throughout the season, whether he's failed at times, but he still plays that way. And today it paid off, till.
It did pay off, and RCB fans, y'all can just take a deep breath. Everybody, just take a deep breath, because it's moving. It's moving in the right direction, at least in terms, for RCB. But I said, let's get to the captain now, Rajat Patidar. I think he's been absolutely brilliant. A lot has been said about Shreyas Iyer. A lot has been said about few other captains, that the way they've captained the team, and you've seen the likes of Hardik Pandya, you've seen the likes of Shreyas Iyer as well. The Shubman Gill also doing a fine job with a very young team in Gujarat there. But to handle a team like RCB, I think is not easy. And I'm not saying this just as fan of the franchise or anything like that, because it's got big names there, it's got a big fan following there. But Rajat Patidar has just come into this team and just taken the responsibility, like I don't know what, it just feels like he's easing into this, Sheldon. And some of his calls, some of his choices, his bowling changes has been absolutely spot on, even right from the first game. And we've seen that even today he's very calm under pressure. He doesn't, he's not too excited on the field, not too animated like we've seen in the past with Virat and the others there who've captained the team there. But what's the thing that's going right for him and for RCB? Because do you feel that he's made the right calls? Do you feel like he's got the right composure? What is it?
What I love the most about Patida's captaincy, Dil, is us as fans, what we want, he does it at that moment. When we want Hazelwood to bowl an extra over in the power play, he comes in and he gives it to him. Whether it's an extra over seam, whether it's Bhuvaneshwar comes in for an extra over, in the first 10, he just makes the right calls. He gives the seamers extra, he backs his bowlers. Today he could have easily taken off seam straight after the power play, brought in Suyash, brought in Krunal, but he didn't. He went in for the kill deal. He brought in the seamers. He kept them on for as long as possible. He brought in Shepherd also to make up overs with
Yeah.
seam, and absolutely brilliant. And every bowling change he made today worked. Nothing Patida did today, was wrong. He was absolutely brilliant, from the toss to the team selection to the way he managed his bowlers to when he hit the winning runs. It was just a perfect day for Patida as captain, and he's such a likable guy. Too. He's led this
Yeah.
franchise brilliantly. It's a tough franchise to lead, obviously with the fan base and the expectations. And he's been absolutely brilliant. And he's been as good as Shreyas Iyer as a captain this
Oh
season.
yeah. I
He's
feel
not
so.
as
Yeah.
he's not mentioned as much, but he's been absolutely brilliant. And just for him to hit the winning runs felt right. It felt like it's his team. he's leading them, and he's leading them to a first final since 2016. Just felt perfect, and he's done a great job too. Couldn't be happier for the guy.
Yes, we're super happy. I know he's not got enough with the bat here this season.
Yeah,
He showed what he's capable of in the past few seasons there, but still not up to the mark, I would say, there for Rajat
yeah,
Patidar. Maybe saving the best, for the final there, but we'll get to that when we'll get to RCB in a minute there. But for Punjab, how do they go about this? Because this is a big hit for them. It's come in a qualifier. They do get another chance there for those wondering if they are out. They're not completely out of it. They do play the winner of the eliminator that's happening tomorrow between Gujarat and Mumbai. Whoever wins that will play Punjab. And what do you think Punjab has to do? Because I think this is a big hit, and you could see it there on Ponting's face. You could see Shreyas Iyer. They all were pretty disappointed there. That how could the batting just collapse like a house of cards, there. And what do you think that they need to do? Personally, I feel that they just need to assess the pitch properly and play to their strength. They don't have to come out so hard every time. It's worked for them in the past few games, but to take on the bowling right from the start without assessing the pitch, especially when it's assisting the bowler Sheldon, I think that they need to keep in mind. But what do you feel?
Till I feel as soon as they leave Molanpur and they go to Ahmedabad, they need to put this performance behind them. It
Yeah.
can happen, but they're not out of it. They're still 2 games away from winning this competition, Till. And let's not forget they finished first in the group stage.
Yeah.
Yes, today was awful. Today wasn't their best performance, but they've been brilliant, Till. Let's not take that away from them. I think Punjab have been led brilliantly by Ponting and Iyer. Today was not Shreyas Iyer's best game. He made a lot of mistakes, I feel. You know, I felt his shot selection. I thought the batting order was a bit iffy. Just the shot selection from everyone was not up
Yeah.
to the mark. But they'll go to Ahmedabad. That pitch will suit them, Dil. It's a good pitch to bat on. It will
Yeah.
suit the Punjab batters. So when they head there, they got to go with the same mindset they had for the group phase. Just go out there and attack and play. But they got to adapt, Dil, and that's key. They
Yeah.
got to adapt to situations. If you're facing a team and there is a bit of seam, give yourself time. You can't get blown away like this again, Dil.
Yeah.
Because now for Punjab, there's no second chance. There's no, okay, we have the next game. It's must win. So I think I still back them, Dil, to make the final. I still think Punjab
Yeah.
will make it. I
Yeah.
think I think they have a great leadership core, as we mentioned in Pointing and Aya. And I
Yeah.
think it's their job now to make sure the team's not feeling too low, especially the young guys. There are 5 uncapped guys in this
Yeah.
team. So the key is to get everyone, back believing and back playing the way they were before this game, because if they're at their best, they can beat anyone till. So they got to back themselves to, pull themselves together.
They'll have to put this game behind and quickly adapt, like you were saying, Sheldon. It's so key for them there because the leadership has been good. The way the guys have adapted with this new team, almost a new team, completely new
Yeah,
team there. So
true.
it's really really good that they've made it all the way over here. And I also backed them to come back into the final. We want another team there, either or, whether it's RCB or Punjab, to either win the cup there. Even though we're fans of RCB, guys, we're still saying that we're neutral, yeah, and that's what we do as fans of the sport. We're fans of the sport first, not fans of the franchise. Yes, we're fans of the sport first, then fans of the franchise there. But let's move on to the eliminator before coming back to RCB, and what they have to do. The eliminator being played there, Sheldon, tomorrow. Gujarat versus Mumbai. No second chances there for them. Whoever wins that, it will go straight and play Punjab. Whoever loses will have to say bye bye, and we'll see you all next year. What do you think is going to happen there between those two teams?
Oh, Dil, I mean, it's a very interesting game. Both teams lost the last game as well of the group phase.
Yeah,
Both teams could have been in that qualifier one, Dil. Both had it in their hands. If they both won their last games, they would have been in qualifier one. And now they don't have any second chance still. Either of the side, if they are to win it, have to win 3 games in a row, which is quite insane. I don't think anyone's done that for a while. I think last was 2016 when Hyderabad won it. I think they were the ones who
I
won.
think 2016 Hyderabad. I think Kolkata also won it once, and Mumbai back. I think when they first won the title. I mean, I may be wrong there, but I remember Kolkata winning it the first time when they won the,
Yeah,
when they won the title there. I think they were like down and out, and then they had to win like seven. I think in the league stage they had to win like 7 games in a row and then make it there, whatever. But yeah,
yeah.
go on.
But yeah, it's going to be very tough for either side, and both teams have lost players as well. Mumbai losing Jax, Rickleton, and they
Yeah,
lost another player as well. I can't think of right now, but Gujarat, I think, lost the bigger player. They lost Josh Butler and they lost Kagisa Rabada, which are two major blows. Those are two
big
those
time.
are two
Yeah,
titans. No pun intended there, but those are real two massive players for the team. And I feel for Gujarat, the last few games, their steam has run out a bit. Since they've come back, the first game was
yeah.
brilliant. Their first game back where they chased and won by 10 wickets. But the last two games still have been very surprised with their batting. It's been all over the place. They just haven't been as at the very best. And I feel like Mumbai start as favorites a bit. I feel them as a team overall just look stronger. And them in a playoff game, you can never write off Mumbai. So I feel they just start as favorites still in this game.
Yeah, Mumbai will definitely start its favorites, especially because Gujarat playing without Butler and Rabada there. So yeah, and the form also, like you were saying, Sheldon, a bit dipping there, but you can never say what happens there. So we're hoping that the best team wins, and that team will play Punjab there. But let's move on now to the winning team tonight, RCB. Everybody's wondering, Sheldon, they have had amazing run, the first team to win all the away games. It's the best win by a team in the playoffs. They've got like 9 different players that have won man of the matches. Kohli, when he scores a 50, the team goes on to win. Even today when he didn't get any runs there, someone else put their hand up, and Phil Saul was that person, got them over the line. Captaining has been brilliant. The bowling performances have been good. The spin duo, have been really doing well. So a lot of boxes being ticked out for them. And the question that everybody is asking, they are just one step away from that 18-year dream. I don't want to say it again because, Sheldon, I firmly believe, that I don't like to jinx anything before it can happen. But 18th edition, that man, is just deserving of it. He's, been, if there's any player, I think, Sheldon, even if you're not a fan of, this franchise, or you're a fan of any franchise, or, just watching the sport and you just follow the game closely, whatever. But I think if there's any person that deserved to win the title, it has to be Virat Kohli right now, because he's given it his all. He's given his blood, sweat, and tears to this team, stuck with
Yeah.
them through thick and thin, taken them to crazy heights, that only one can dream of. And some amazing stats there he's got for the team there. And the fan base built that whole thing around them. And if there's, like I said, if there's anyone who really, really deserves to win it, they have to do it for at least this guy and the people that we associated with RCB also. Let's not forget the Chris Gales, the AB de Villiers, Dilshans, all these guys that were, part of the team that that held that team together, for so many years. They've got to do it at least for Virat Kohli.
Oh, Del, I think you're absolutely spot on that. Del, couldn't agree with you more. I mean, what's the saying, Del? Isala? I'm not gonna say the rest, Del. I'm gonna keep that, I mean, oh my God.
You
I
don't, my friend. You don't say anything. You don't say
yeah.
anything, please.
Yeah, Dil. I mean, you just look at it and you know, I'm not someone who believes in destiny, Dil, but sometimes, it just feels like it's written. I mean, it's just going crazy. I mean, VK, isn't it meant to be Dil in his 18th season that he lifts that trophy that has eluded him so far in his career? But I mean, one thing I will say, Dil, though, not that they're gonna win but if RCB play like how they did today, they can beat any side. I feel
Yeah.
today showed RCB at their best. I feel can beat any side in this competition, and they have nothing to fear. And if RCB play at their best, I think they're gonna win the cup. So obviously, there's still 2 more games. Other teams have to play. We still don't know who they're gonna play in the final, and obviously, whoever they play in the final would have played the game in Ahmedabad before the final, so they do have a little more.
Oh, yeah,
They do have a
yeah.
little more exposure to that, so it's gonna be interesting. But yeah, RCB can go to Ahmedabad now. They can chill for a day. They don't have to train right away. They still have 4 days after that. So yeah, it's gonna be very interesting still. But yeah, exciting times still. If you're an RCB fan, it's been a crazy 18 years. But yeah, for the next 4 days, You can be a believer, you can be a dreamer, because there's hope. There may be light at the end of the tunnel, and June 3rd can't come quick enough if you're an RCB fan, though.
Oh yes, tell me about it, man. Like, RCB fans, I think, we can all rest tonight and, sleep with the hope of, dreaming on June 3rd day. And that's what you do, as a big fan of this wonderful franchise, as a big fan, of Virat Kohli and of the sport there. I think, if there's any person that deserves it, they have to do it for him there, because he's just been an absolute stalwart when it comes to Indian cricket, when it comes to cricket as a whole, and when it comes to this franchise. He's been absolutely brilliant there. So I think, all of us can, take it easy for a few days and then just look forward to June 3rd there, and whatever happens, like you said, Sheldon, I think whatever happens, if they play like they did today, I think there's no one can stop them. And let's think, even if they don't win it, even if they don't win it for some odd reason, the heartbreak will still be there. But what we've learned as fans of this franchise is that you come back again next year, you come back even more stronger, you believe, and you just keep moving along. Right, but I don't want to sound too negative over here, but I'm just putting it out there. But I'm super happy right now, that the team has finally made it after 2016 into the final, and they'll live to dream for a few more days until that final on June 3rd. Thank you so much for watching the video, guys. It's been an absolute pleasure bringing it to you. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram. The handle's down in the description, and please share the video as much as possible, and leave your comments in the comment section what you thought, and let us know who you think going to face RCB in that final. Until then, RCB fans, rest well. We'll see you soon in our next video. Bye.